This is The Fifth Estate, a conversation between young African scholars from the Fort Hall School of Government in Nairobi and Professor Mutahi Ngunyi. There is a simmering Cold War between President Ruto and Uhuru Kenyatta. A war that will determine how 2027 will play out. And what is sad about this is Uhuru will lose, yet again. He will walk away with his head down, covered in shame like 2022. While in Addis Ababa last week, the Ethiopian Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed tried to reconcile the two men. In what the media reported as a heated meeting, Ruto told Abiy this: "I have done all within my powers to embrace Mr. Kenyatta in retirement, but all that has proven futile. Not even the basic courtesy of political neutrality." In response, Uhuru declared that all he wanted is respect as former president, which is fair. But this begs the question: if Uhuru is a man craving respect, why did he fund the mammoth Sifuna rally in Kakamega to the tune of 60 million as claimed by Peter Kaluma? Why is he organizing and funding opposition against Ruto? Is this worth of respect? Zero. Uhuru is not looking for respect, he wants revenge. When men grow old, there is a comfort they derive from bitterness and revenge. He needs prayers.
The Cold War between Uhuru and Ruto is a lot deeper. In 2022, Ruto dismantled an accumulation chain that has been in existence for 134 years. Did you know that Kenya was originally established as a company? Yes. In 1888, Kenya was bought as a shamba. Then the shamba was named the Imperial British East Africa Company. Later, this company was renamed. It was called the State, a property management company. Its purpose was to make money for whoever captured it. Then the colonizers handed over the shamba and the state to Jomo in 1963. Jomo used the state to make money for himself and cronies. In 1978, Jomo handed the state to Mzee Moi. Moi made billions, then handed over to Kibaki in 2002, who handed over to Uhuru. At the core of this billionaire club was a secret covenant to protect each other. From the 1888 colonizers to Uhuru's presidency, the covenant was not broken. Then in 2022, a chicken seller from Sugoi broke this chain, preserved for 134 years. All this happened under Uhuru's watch. Uhuru is not bitter. He is just disappointed by his incompetence. He failed the colonial project, sustained for 134 years, and he lost it to a chicken seller from Sugoi. This is the beef he has with Ruto.
What is our point here? No one comes to power to govern. The fight for state power is to accumulate, to make money, period. Now Ruto has taken this power from Uhuru, held for 134 years by a club of elites dating back to 1888. And Ruto has taken power in the most unexpected way. Do you still wonder how this man became president from nowhere? This is what scares Uhuru Kenyatta and the 134 club of colonizers and previous presidents. At independence, Kenya as a shamba became a colony of Kikuyus in 1963. In fact, this process of making Kenya a colony of Kikuyus started even before independence. The Devonshire White Paper of 1923, for instance, gave Kikuyus a head start in all matters economy. Did you know that the Luos were not allowed to grow cash crops like coffee or tea by law? Only Kikuyus had this privilege. And did you know that colonial documents show a conspiracy to shut off Luoland, Luyas and Kalenjins from national infrastructure? That is why the Nairobi-Nakuru road is a disaster. This was a deliberate plan by the colonizers and their collaborators in the 134 Club. Now Ruto is building the Rironi Mau Summit Road to reverse this. He is a non-native species. Uhuru is not bitter about Ruto. He is worried.
What is our point here? Italian political scientist Vilfredo Pareto spoke of elite circulation, a concept that he developed from the works of Niccolò Machiavelli, writing in 1516. And it happens when one type of elite is replaced by another. Club 134, made up of colonizers and former presidents for 134 years, is replaced by Club Sugoi, made of simpletons and earthlings. This is elite circulation. According to Pareto, elites fall into one of two categories: the lions and the foxes. The lions are traditional rulers. They cling to centralized hierarchical power and rule with inherited authority. They protect established ways and maintain control through rigidity and force. But they are self-serving. Like Raila and Uhuru, they are about preserving and enhancing what they have acquired. But the foxes are a different breed entirely. These leaders thrive on cunning, adaptability, and strategic manipulation. They breed new leaders like a rabbit. And this is Ruto and UDA for you. Our first four presidents were textbook lions, but William Ruto is a fox. A lion uses force, but it cannot disentangle traps. A fox has no force, but it is trained to outfox traps. And this is Ruto the fox and Uhuru the lion. Now, the foxes, led by Ruto, have taken over from the lions. Who will win? The foxes or the lions?
If Kenya was bought as a shamba by the colonizers, then it was established as a company that was handed over to the first four presidents, milking us for 134 years. We must pose a question. Uhuru Kenyatta is the last governor of this colonial project. If Ruto has taken over the colony to enrich himself, is that okay? For 134 years, since 1888, those who ruled us enriched themselves. There is nothing wrong with Ruto doing the same. However, Uhuru's fight with Ruto is that the chicken seller is enriching Oburu and Somalis who are not part of Club 134. People designed to suffer when the colonizers set up Kenya as a company using the Imperial British East Africa Company. You see, Ruto has liberated Kenya from a scheme hatched in 1888. And the question is this: will he surrender or fight? If he has a fight with Uhuru Kenyatta to take us back to Club 134, should he fight on? And the answer is yes. The Cold War between Uhuru and Ruto must end with Ruto as the winner. Otherwise, our liberation from the 1888 colonizers will mean nothing. Dear Ruto, you must destroy Uhuru completely. Show him no mercy because he will show you none. If you do not, God will raise someone else to liberate us from the 1888 covenant.